Decide for yourself. Zero and the CEO self-model. Imagine waking up and discovering that the CEO of your life, the one who supposedly runs everything, from your ambitions to your anxieties, doesn't. One moment, this inner executive is confidently calling the shots, and the next, gone. Vanished. No explanation. No forwarding address. Just an empty office chair. And yet, somehow, life keeps keeping on. This is the puzzle we face whenever we examine the CEO self-model. The idea that we each possess a stable, centralized decision maker. It feels true because the I am self-experience is so convincing. But look closely, and you'll notice that this CEO self is not persistent. It makes bold speeches at the annual shareholder meeting, and then inexplicably slips out the back door. The Zen master Joshu Sasaki offered a variation to the CEO self-model as an explanation to this puzzle, through a teaching he called Zero. Zero is not a mystical void. Rather, it's a description of the conditions underlying all experience, before the I am self shows up to take credit. Sasaki taught that zero inevitably gives rise to pairs of opposing activities. Expand and contract. Come forward and fall away. Appear and disappear. And the so-called CEO self. It's just one of these appearances. When attention condenses, when a goal clarifies or an emotion flares, the CEO self steps onto the stage, as though it were running the whole production. In these moments, the sense of I am deciding feels strong and unified. But the moment that intensity dissolves and questions arise, the CEO often goes with it. What remains is zero, the quiet, indeterminate activity of awareness, from which the next I am self will naturally arise. This rhythm, appearance and disappearance, explains much of human behavior that the CEO model simply can't. Why do we forget what we were doing mid-thought? Why do motivations shift without warning? Why do insights appear from nowhere? Why can't I simply decide to be happy? It's not because the CEO is incompetent. It's because the CEO is transient. The CEO self is an activity that arises and disappears, not a fixture. Zero restores context. It shows that the executive self is real, but only in the same way a wave is real. It rises, crests, and falls back into the ocean that gave it shape. In everyday life, this means we stop demanding that our sense of I be constant or in control. Decisions still happen, but their origin is traced not to an unbroken chain of executive commands, but to the continual cycling of experience itself. Zero also softens our need to defend the CEO's image. If the I am self appears and disappears, then confusion, hesitation, and sudden clarity are not flaws. They are evidence of the natural rhythm Sasaki described. Each dissolution is an inevitable reset. Each appearance, a fresh moment of agency. In this sense, zero doesn't replace the model of the CEO self. It expands it. It gives us two perspectives at once. The temporary, managerial I am, and the deeper, generative ground from which that I arises. Zen practice is learning to see the movement between the two, without clinging to either. And once you recognize that the CEO is not a monarch, but a momentary manifestation, you gain something precious. The freedom to act clearly, without the burden of needing to be a fixed someone. The cycle continues. Decisions arise. The CEO self appears when circumstances dictate. And then, just as naturally, it dissolves back into zero.